Alright, hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel as we are in Season 1, Episode 2 of our London Bulldogs franchise. And in this episode, we are going to do just the first two preseason games before we move on to the regular season. So, and for our first preseason game, we are playing in the 4-1-2 at the Rivers City in Pittsburgh, home to Eaton Park, Primanti Bros, the late rapper Mac Miller, and Heinz Ketchup. So, as you can see, we have Coach Ron Rivera, who formerly coached the Washington football team, as you guys saw from the last episode. If you guys haven't checked that one out, I'll have the link to the video in the description, so you can always check it out anytime you'd like. So, with that being said, we'll see you at kickoff time. So Ben Roethlisberger returns to Pittsburgh. Well, still wearing the number 7 for this London Bulldogs team. So our game goals is to get a preseason win on the road.
Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tyrod Taylor and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the London Bulldogs.
Alright, now we're ready for kickoff time, and the visiting London Bulldogs will kick this off at Heinz Field. Like I said, Ben Roethlisberger is visiting Pittsburgh, PA again, winning 2 Super Bowls with the Steelers, and Deontay Johnson gets stopped at the 30-yard line. So this will be a first down and 10. We see Tyrod Taylor stepping onto the field for the first time today for this Pittsburgh Steelers offense, as the London Bulldogs here are ready to play some defense. So first and 10 from the 30-yard line. Tyrod Taylor passes the ball to Eric Ebron, and there is an apparent flag on the field. Let's see what that is. It is a roughing the passer for the defense. It is on CJ Mosley, as they're going to accept now. It's going to be first and 10 from the middle of the field down at the 50-yard line here in London. So now Taylor, he's going to pass it to Juju Smith-Schuster, the USC product. Gets a reception there down at the 44. So this is going to be a 2nd and 4 now here for Pittsburgh. It's prime time though, so they're going to think about throwing the ball. And that, my friends, is an incomplete pass there. 2 for 3, 11 yards. So we're going to use a cover 6 defensive player. We're going to blitz here on 3rd and 4 from the 44-yard line. And now he gets sacked by Marquise Pouncey is down and hurt for Pittsburgh. And we got 1 sack there. So now this will lead into a 4th and 15. So we have Nelson Aguilar ready to return this punt here for the London Bulldogs. And he was also on our Toronto Huskies franchise videos. If you guys want to check those videos, I'll have the link to the videos as well. So we see Ben Roethlisberger stepping onto the field for the first time for the London Bulldogs. He's still wearing the number 7 though. And who shall my receiver be on this very first pass play when we are on offense? So may as well pass it to Larry Fitzgerald, who also played at the University of Pittsburgh. Believe it or not, 1 reception, 13 yards there for Larry Fitzgerald. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10 here for the London Bulldogs. So I'm going to think about passing the ball to Rob Gronkowski, who went to high school in suburban Pittsburgh in 2006, graduated there, and then went to play at Arizona State University, being drafted by the New England Patriots in 2010. So Ben Roethlisberger, and he gets pressured there by his former teammate, believed to have been TJ Watt, that almost made the sack there. So this is going to be 3rd and 10 from the 39 as the London Bulldogs here. I made a super team for this London Bulldogs franchise, and Larry Fitzgerald tries to catch the ball, and it's incomplete. So this will lead into a 4th down and 10. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to punt here, so I'm going to do my recent plays again. And hopefully we should be able to get a 1st down here. If not, Pittsburgh has possession of the football. So Roethlisberger, I'm just going to run it in. I'm just going to run it in no matter what. So I run it in, and I get stopped at the 36 there for a gain of 26 yards. So our drive goal was to have 10 offensive rushing yards. We got 16 more than that. So, that being said, it's a 1st down. And we're ready to score a touchdown in our end zone, and we're going to throw it deep, and it's an incomplete pass here for the London Bulldogs. So this is now going to be a 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs, as Roethlisberger is trying to get his first touchdown of the game while being playing for the opposing team in the 4-1-2, and he does get a touchdown. So this is a 36-yard touchdown there by Rob Gronkowski. Touchdown Bulldogs, as London leads this 7-0 here in Pittsburgh. Alright, now we're going to use some zone coverage on 1st and 10 from the 40-32 here in Pittsburgh. So they're going to hand the ball off to Jalen Samuels. He's going to get stopped there, and he only loses 1 yard there. So this will lead into a 2nd and 11 here for Pittsburgh here at Heinz Field. So 2nd and 11 from the 33-yard line. So they're going to throw the ball to Deontay Johnson, and he gets a 1st down. So this will end the 1st quarter. We'll see you guys in the 2nd quarter. Bulldogs lead at 7-0. Alright, now we're going to use some zone coverage here in London. So our defense, they got Trevor Siemian, who played for the Denver Broncos previously, and that is an incomplete pass there. So this will lead into 2nd and 10 here for the Steelers, as they're trying to aim their way to get their first touchdown of the game here in Pittsburgh. So they hand the ball off to Benny Snell. Does he get a 1st down? Yes, he does. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line here in Pittsburgh. So 1st and 10 now. 1st and goal, from the 9-yard line. Siemian trying to throw, and he gets sacked by J.J. Watt, his first sack in a London Bulldogs jersey. And this will lead into 2nd and goal, which, by the way, he's the older brother of both Derek and TJ, who both play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Chase Claypool, who grew up not far from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, gets that reception. So this is 3rd and goal now from the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal. Will Pittsburgh score a touchdown on this play? We'll find out and see. The answer is no, but Chase Claypool again. Montez Sweat for the London Bulldogs seems to be down and hurt. And the Steelers will be attempting a field goal here. And if they make this, they'll be trailing by 4 here. Oh, wait, they're going to fake it. And they do not get the touchdown there. So Chris Boswell gets sacked. And now Montez Sweat has bruised ribs, but we're still going to keep him. Irregards. And now we're going to use some inside zone with some Adrian Peterson, the former Minnesota Vikings running back. And he spent some time with the New Orleans Saints, the Washington Redskins, and the Detroit Lions. So Cam Hayward, one of their best defensive players, is injured. And this will lead into a 1st and 10 from the 48 here In the 4-1-2, Joe Flacco hands the ball off to Adrian Peterson. And we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now this is 2nd and 6 here for the London Bulldogs. As now Joe Flacco, who is wearing the number 14 for the first time in his career, throws the ball deep, and London gets a touchdown. And Marcus Gilbert is down and hurt for London. Mohammed Sanu with that touchdown reception, and we'll see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now we're ready to return the punt. We got Odell Beckham Jr., the former New York Giants and Cleveland Browns wide receiver, ready to return the LSU product. And he's going to get stopped at the 18-yard line. So this means this will be a 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. So I'm thinking we're going to do a pass play here. Still with Joe Flacco, but then when we get into the 3rd quarter, I might use Cam Newton. And I'm going to throw it deep to Harold McGrady, the rookie from Kent State University. And he gets it into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs with an 82-yard touchdown pass from Joe Flacco. We'll see you guys in the second half. Look at how deep he threw that ball. Ran it into the end zone. Scored 6 points. 21-0. See you in the second half. All right, everybody. We're ready to return the kickoff here with Chris Boswell kicking off. And we got Leon Avery, the rookie from Penn State, ready to return the kickoff here for the London Bulldogs. And he's going to get stopped at the 32. A 32-yard return there. And now we're going to use some Adrian Peterson, the former Minnesota Vikings running back. We're going to hand the ball off to AP. He's going to run this out. No one's going to stop him, and he's going to get stopped at the 40-yard line. All right, now we subbed in for Drew Brees, and he's going to be our quarterback just for this 3rd quarter. So we have a lot of quarterbacks on our hands this season, including Drew Brees, Cam Newton, Joe Flacco, Ben Roethlisberger, Dwayne Haskins, which we probably won't use him until week 1 of the regular season, possibly. And now this is going to be 1st and goal here for the London Bulldogs with only 2 minutes and 55 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Brees, he's just going to run this in, and he's going to get stopped at the 4-yard line. And this will be 2nd and goal here for the Bulldogs. We're at the 4-yard line. So, that being said, I'm going to pass the ball to Harold McGrady. And McGrady gets a touchdown there. 2nd receiving touchdown for the rookie from Kent State University. As it will be now 27-0. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. Alright, now this is 2nd and 12 from the 32 here in Pittsburgh. And he's going to throw it deep, and London gets an INT. Kendall Fuller, the former Kansas City Chiefs player, spent some time with the Washington Redskins, who won Super Bowl 54 with Kansas City, gets an INT, and this will be Pittsburgh's first turnover of the game. So we got Drew Brees ready to throw the football across the field. So I'm going to pass it to Harold McGrady again. And he gets a juke move, and we are in the red zone. 3 for 3, 74 yards, 26 more yards to go until he makes that big 100. So now we're going to use the PA Power O on 1st and 10. With only 1:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Brees looking to pass. He's going to throw it to Nelson Aguilar, touchdown Bulldogs, as it's now going to be his first receiving touchdown, as it will now be 34-0. We're going to do a 2-point conversion, and if that works, it will be 36-0. All right, now it's 1st and 10 from the 46 with only 12 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. So now Benny Snell Jr. is going to get stopped, and we'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. All right, now this is 2nd and 9 from the 47 here in Pittsburgh. As now the Steelers, in fact, get a 1st down. 9 for 14, 92 yards, and 1 INT there. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 44 here in Pittsburgh. the place for smiles. I call Pittsburgh the place for smiles because that's also Eaton Park's motto, the place for smiles. That's how they have those smiley cookies. They're really, really good. They have a website too, and it's called smileycookie.com. It's kind of like a diner. It's kind of like Denny's, if you would really think about it. It's kind of like Denny's, but I like it. I like it there. The avocado fish sandwiches are really good. So now this is going to be 3rd and 3 from the 36 here in Pittsburgh, PA. And he's going to get sacked. Somebody on Pittsburgh is down and injured. Richards, however. And this is now 4th and 9. And we got Odell Beckham Jr. ready to return this punt with only 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be at the 21-yard line. So this will be a 1st down and 10. We're going to use some Adrian Peterson here for this London Bulldogs franchise. So I'm going to hand the ball off to him. And he gets stopped at the 27. All right, now this is 2nd and inches from the 19 here in Pittsburgh as I throw the ball to Mohammed Sanu, and he gets a touchdown there. So this is now going to be his 2nd receiving touchdown, and this will be 43-0 here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right, now we're ready to return the punt with Odell Beckham Jr., the LSU product. So with only 1 minute and 10 seconds to go, there's not much time here. So Odell Beckham Jr. is going to get stopped at the 46-yard line. So this will be a 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. We're going to use the I form here. We're going to use a PA middle slot. And we're going to use Mohammed Sanu as our wide receiver. So Brees, he's going to pass it to Sanu. Gets a 1st down though, and we're at the 25. Alright, now this is 1st and 10 with only 37 seconds to go on the clock. London making one final pass of the game, and it's going to be incomplete. Well, this will be 2nd down now as Drew Brees threw his first incomplete pass of the game. But he's still 6 for 7 with over 100 yards. So now I'm going to throw the ball to Larry Fitzgerald. He caught it one-handed. Does he make it in is the real question. And we're just going to spike the ball. And we got a game plan. So we're going to use a quick slants route with only 8 seconds to go. And that might be the final play that we might be able to have. So we're going to throw it to Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown Bulldogs, as it's now going to be 50-0 here in Pittsburgh. We'll see you guys at the end of the game. All right, now the London Bulldogs win their first preseason road game in the 4-1-2 by the final score of 50-0 here. So Gronkowski scored the first touchdown of the game. And then our defense did really well. And we'll show you the statistics here. It's now 50-0. And let's see the player stats. So Drew Brees piled up a perfect passer rating of 158.3. Along with Joe Flacco. See, Brees was 8 for 9, 158 yards with 4 touchdowns on the day. Joe Flacco was also 158.3 for 2 for 2 with 2 touchdowns. Trevor Siemian 48.5, 11 for 20 there. 1 INT on the day. Ben Roethlisberger in his return to the full in Western PA. 103.5 passer rating, 2 for 6, 49 yards, and 1 touchdown. Rushing-wise, Adrian Peterson had 5 carries, 126 yards, and 1 broken tackle on the day. Chase Claypool, 5 receptions, 41 yards, no touchdowns. Harold McGrady had 4 receptions, 156 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Mohammed Sanu, 3 receptions, 85 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Larry Fitzgerald, 3 receptions, 38 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Let's see the defense here. Chase Young with 1 sack, Jonathan Allen with 1 sack, Fuller and Watt all had 1 sack. Kendall Fuller also had an INT there. And there were no defensive touchdowns. So, with that being said, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace out.